take it away.
Okay, so the question was, what are the things that people need to know if they're facing their flood insurance if they were in the recent flood in Louisiana? The first thing you need to know is that there's a deadline coming up that you cannot miss. If you were in the recent floods in Louisiana, you have until September, and you have flood insurance, you have until September 1st. That is a deadline to get all of your evidence that you have to prove that your insurance company underpaid you. You have to gather all of that evidence, and all that evidence needs to be submitted in a federal proof of loss form by September 1st. It's a very important deadline. So you don't have much time. If you were flooded in the recent storms, you need to get all of your evidence together before September 1st. Second thing you need to know is that if you have flood insurance, and you relied upon the adjuster for the flood insurance company to come in and assess your losses, the very good likelihood is that you were underpaid significantly. It has been proven statistically in the recent storms that the companies that are running the federal flood insurance program that are estimating your losses have been underpaying people. In the last major storm, they underpaid people on average $100,000 a person. That's on average they've underpaid people. And the way they've done that has been, our legal team has been profiled in 60 Minutes and on Frontline and other things. And our team proved that they were actually forging reports. They're forging engineering reports. They were measuring houses and putting them into computer programs that spat out information that underpaid people, didn't reflect what it really cost to fix your house. So what people need to know is that you cannot trust those adjustments. What you need to do, and it's an important thing to remember, is what everybody needs to do beforehand, is you got to get your house independently inspected by an expert. Somebody that understands the flood insurance law, that understands how to fix your house properly. A lot of people were underpaid, and they just used their underpayments, the amounts that they could, to fix their house. What people need to get is the entire cost of what it should have fixed to fix their house 100%, and that's not being given to people. So people need to have a report done. You don't have much time before September 1st. You need to have that report done of your house, and if you do that properly and you do fight them, we have seen in the last group of clients that we had in Superstorm Sandy, where we were able to litigate the claims, we had $106,000 on average that we got on top of what for people in recovery, on top of what they got before. So there is hope out there if you do fight them. Last thing is, if you are overwhelmed and you don't have an expert to review your house, you don't know how to do a proof of loss form, you've never done one before, there are places that you can go to help for people that will do it. If they look at your claim, they find it is valid. There's a lot of firms out there, including ours, that will look at the claim and will do it purely on a contingency basis. So they will look at the claim, they'll send out an expert, they'll look at your house, they'll send engineers or adjusters or both out to your home and get your claim together. They will do your proof of loss on time and properly, and then they will fight to get you more money. If they don't get you anything, in many cases, like with our firm, you owe nothing if you're not able to do. On the other hand, if they're experts and they know how to do this and they get a good track record, they have a good chance of getting you more money, and you'll generally get 2/3 of what they're going to get, and it's risk-free. So that's something that is available to people. If they have any more questions, they can go to www.thegochefirm.com. We have more information and stuff that people can submit to us, and we can respond to them if they have any particular concerns.